No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Hello, bonjour, sak passe wagwan, my beautiful rosette people. Are you pregnant and you don't know how to tell your parents, or you're scared? Well, here's my story time of when I was pregnant at 19. Yes, honey. Okay, so when I was 19, I was dating we're gonna call my baby father, we'll call him KB from now till the end. Anyway, so we were dating. I don't know what I was thinking. I just probably thought I couldn't get pregnant or something. We tried to protect ourselves, but there was times when you're like, okay, no. I was feeling sick one time. I was going to school. I believe I was in adult ed, so I graduated high school, but I needed to get some more courses to go into college. And I was taking the bus from, like, my bus ride, it was probably an hour long from school to home. And I would be on the bus and I would start feeling so sick and nauseous. I would feel sick at school, and then I would start missing days because I was feeling so sick. I was telling my mom I felt sick. Even at home, I was throwing up. My mom's reaction at first was like, she was like, oh, you better not be pregnant. And I'm like, I'm not, Mom. I went to the clinic and they gave me a pregnancy test and they told me I was pregnant. At that time, I kind of figured I was pregnant, but I didn't want to like say, okay, yeah, I'm pregnant. I did take a test before going to the doctor, but I was like not really sure, so I still went to the clinic. They said I was pregnant, and then after I went home, I went to my room because I was scared shitless. Okay, I'm in my room, just lying down because I'm sick, nauseated. And my mom comes in the room and says, what did they say? I'm like, they said I'm pregnant. She's like, what? I said, they said I'm pregnant. She's like, me tell you if you put a boot on it. Me tell you if you put a boot on it. And then she rocked out my room after that. So, like, when she said put a boot on it, it means like I tell you to put a condom, basically tell you to wrap it up, you know, wrap it up. I didn't even want to go and like talk to her, so I stayed in my room. She was really angry at first, and then obviously I was so sick. Like, the way I was sick, I'm pretty sure she was like, okay, like felt bad for me. So eventually, like, she did come around, but the reaction was like, really, she was upset at that time. I had to call KB and then tell him like, oh, I'm pregnant. And he at first was like, what? Like, yeah, right, you know? And I'm like, yes, I am. And then he was happy, man. At that time, I was 19. I got pregnant at 19. He was 23, so yeah, I was young, yes, but you know, it was an experience. I was pregnant and sick the whole 9 months. When I was like a few months in, my mom was like, okay, if you're pregnant and you're gonna be staying and you're gonna have a baby, you have to start paying some rent. So that's what I did for a little bit. I paid some rent, and then eventually, you know, I had my son and she was there. That's the time I actually told my mom I was pregnant, and she kind of spazzed on me. In the end, like, might be a lot of story times in between this pregnancy because it was crazy. Might be spilling the tea, so listen out for that. When I did have my son, my mom was there. She was in the room. Praise God. She got to see her healthy grandson, and my baby father was there as well. 19, obviously I was young, but I had a best friend at the time who was pregnant at the same time as me, so it was good. And like, you're already out of high school, I guess you see your goals and stuff, and I had help. Unfortunately, not everyone who is young and pregnant has that help, so thank God I had family to give me stuff. I had people, good friends around me, to help me and everything. And my mom, I had. Just a heads up out there, if you are young, just think about it and maybe put a boot on it, as my mother said. Okay. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Ciao. Adios. See ya later. And don't forget to like, comment down below, and subscribe. And share with a friend. And remember, when life gives you sperm to make babies, don't be scared. Just take it one day at a time. Because, life is precious. If you're young and pregnant, just take it one day at a time. Just inhale those roses and walk through it. Don't make those thorns. Or even if people are doubting you, putting stuff in your head and you want to keep your baby and they're saying no, have an abortion if you feel like it's the end of the world, that you're young and pregnant. Don't worry, just breathe in and smell those roses. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye for now.